What is up, heroes? This is Midnight Zero, and welcome to my Megaman 2 Perfect 100% Accurate Boss Rush. If you haven't seen my first one, you can check that out right now. But if you have, get ready for the second one, and the rules are pretty much the same. First of all, no missing, 100% accuracy against all the bosses. Second of all, it's Buster only, so I can only use the original Mega Buster. And third of all, no damage. I can't lose any life during the boss battles. Now, there are a couple exceptions here and there, but I'll explain those when we get to those boss battles. But until then, I hope you guys enjoy the video. Heatman is definitely one of the easier bosses of this boss rush. Pretty much all you have to do is hit him once and then wait for him to dash at you and jump over him, and yeah, that's it. He's really not that difficult. Flashman isn't that difficult of a boss either. The most difficulty comes from timing your jumps so that you can jump just barely over his hitbox and to avoid his little like sprays of shots when he freezes time. Crashman is not a difficult boss either. The only difficulty comes from patience. You just have to, if you can get his pattern working the right way, it just takes time running back at him, then jumping at the right time and shooting, and going back and forth and back and forth. Wow, I'm sorry this is taking so long. Woodman was actually a pretty difficult boss fight. The hardest part is jumping over his leaf shield and then running underneath him towards the end so that you don't get pinned up against the wall. Trying to avoid the leaves when they fall can be manipulated by standing in certain areas, but other than that, he's not the most difficult, but he's up there challenge-wise. Metal Man was an interesting boss fight because of the conveyor belt that runs along the bottom of the stage. You never really knew which way it was going to go, and you never knew how high Metal Man was going to jump, so the only way to get a surefire shot was to wait for him to fall from his jump every time. And so that leads to kind of like a long boss battle that got really nerve-wracking towards the end, but overall it wasn't too difficult. Bubbleman was surprisingly one of the more difficult bosses in this rush because of having to jump just barely so you can like time going in between his bubbles and his like little shots that he fires at you. So this actually required a lot of accuracy with your jumps and your timing. Airman was definitely one of the more difficult bosses in this rush because of his tornado patterns that some of them are ridiculously difficult to dodge, but still doable. And my theory, or my approach to this problem was to basically take him out as fast as possible, taking every shot I could when available. Holy cow, Quickman was difficult. This boss alone took me about 700 tries to get, and there were multiple times where I just missed one shot and got everything else right. He's so random, and it's literally just a reaction battle throughout the entire time, and it's so nerve-wracking, and it's kind of ridiculous. You try to get him to charge into the wall as much as you can, or shoot him while he's on his way down from jumps, but man, this guy is tough. The Mecha Dragon really isn't that difficult of a boss. The main difficulty from this is actually seeing if you hit him or not, or where his projectiles are, because this game screen gets so glitchy when you're trying to record the battle. The Pico-Kun, at least I think that's what it's called, is really not that difficult a boss as long as you know where the little blocks are going to come out from. I got tripped up and forgot once, but in the end, as long as you can react, you'll be fine. The Guts Dozer really isn't a difficult boss as long as you can stay up on the platform and keep firing at his face and time it with so you avoid his projectiles. The most difficulty comes from actually trying to land back on the platform because its detection is a little weird. Wiley beam trap overall isn't too difficult as long as you know where to place your crash bombs. To do it really well though, so you can actually save a crash bomb for Wiley at the end, is a little bit more on the difficult side, but once you get that one jump down, it's not too bad. Wiley really is never that difficult, and his first form is definitely easy, but his second form is ridiculously difficult. I don't know why, for some reason, it's like impossible to dodge those like bouncing ballsy fires at you. The hitboxes are so weird, so I opted to just go ahead and fire one crash bomb to take him out in one shot, because that looks a lot cooler than taking him out taking damage with the Metal Blade. The alien really isn't that difficult either. He goes in the exact same pattern all the time, so as long as you stay patient and know when to jump and when to fire, you should be good. Alright guys, so that concludes the Mega Man 2 Perfect Boss Rush. Now, I enjoyed making this video, and even more so, I love the feedback. After I made the Mega Man 1 Perfect Boss Rush, everybody was talking so great about it, and it made me feel so good about myself. And I really enjoy hearing what you guys think about my videos, and I love making them for you to entertain you, and so I really appreciate it. And I really hope you guys enjoyed this one just as much, or if not more, than the first one. So, with that being said, I'll see you guys in my next video, but until then, this has been Midnight Zero, and this mission is complete.
Megaman!